Hello there. As the keen-eyed of you may have noticed, I'm in a very different position within the garage today. The reason for that will become clear very, very soon, and I also apologise for the really bad lighting in this part of the garage. But you will see in a little while there's a very good reason for it. Now, before I start going through what I'm going to go through today, as I've made clear several times in videos, I have struggled with my mental health a hell of a lot over the years. I've been to some very dark places, and yeah, let's just stop at that point. But it's very much a family trait, and unfortunately, earlier this year, my uncle Ben, he lost his battle with his mental health and decided to make his own way out, shall we say. So, like me, he was into retro gaming, a bit more retro than I am, but stuff that I'm also interested in, and also a lot of stuff that I remember fondly from growing up. Like one of the highlights of being young was going to my grandparents and being able to go to Ben's room because you could play games in there. And that's where I got introduced to gaming of all descriptions, particularly Monkey Island. I remember playing Monkey Island games with him and him calling premium rate numbers to find out what to do when we got stuck. Ultimately, he was more like an older brother than an uncle because he was so much closer in age to me than he is to my mum. And obviously, with him being gone, he did have some very nice bits of retro tech in his office, and my aunt said that she thinks that he would like me to have them if he could talk about it now. So yesterday I took myself for a 360-mile round trip to collect all of this stuff and add it to the collection. So I'd like to show it to you. So very big thanks to Louise, Freddie and Frankie for letting me have this stuff. It's completely blown me away, and it's really special to me, and I hope I can do it justice by it being in my collection. On an even more serious note, before I go into showing you this stuff, mental health is a serious thing. If you're low, please talk to someone, because someone going without announcement is really, really horrible thing to experience. I've had to experience it more than once. I'm going to be putting a link to mine at the bottom of the video to for anyone who wants to get in touch with someone who knows what they're doing, and also if anyone feels the need to donate to a good mental health charity. But having started on the downer, let's show you what I have picked up from yesterday. It filled my car. I'm going to put a picture about there of what my car looks like loaded up. So let's start with a couple of the smaller things. They're all on the floor down here, so I'm going to be bobbing up and down. This one may not seem too special to most people, but it was one of his prized possessions, and it's a bubble clock. Oh god, there's an awful reflection on it. The clock mechanism doesn't work, so I'll need to get that replaced. But of all of the many things that he had, for this to be one of his prized possessions is really special for me. So being able to be given that one, it's fantastic. Where do I start? Let's go from here. So before I get on to things to play games on, obviously you need a monitor to play it on. So it's slightly bigger than the one I've already got, so if it works, then that will be replacing the one that I already have literally just there. So let's get rid of that bubble wrap. So the very first one to show you is a boxed Atari StFM. I do already have one of these in the collection, but even though this one is much more yellowed with age than mine, and yeah, it's much more yellow with age, I'm going to be keeping this one because this is the one that I remember playing on when I was younger, and it's so special to me that it means more than having a really nice condition one. I'll see if I can get it out very quickly. No, I'm not going to be able to get it out quickly, but it's very nice having the original owner's manual as well, still in the box, because the thing with Ben was he would have all of this tech, and I know you can't see me at all, you can just hear me, but I don't care. He would have all of this tech, but he would always keep it in really good condition to keep it all complete. So the next thing I've got to show you is an Atari 520 STE with its original slipcase, the games that are listed on here, so Indiana Jones, Blood Money, Dragon's Breath, Anarchy, Outrun, Impossible Mission 2, Super Cycle and HKM, still all in here. And if I take the slipcase off, there's also a few other interesting bits in here. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Is that the one I'm after? No, that's not the one I'm after. I really should have organised this before I started showing you, but we've got the Atari St Turbo, which includes STOS, Hyperpaint 2, Magic Maker, and First Basic. Which this looks like it's never been out of the bloody box, but it is really, really special for me to be able to share this with you. So let's pop these back in there, get that box closed up. The next thing is something that I've never seen before, I've never heard of before. Hopefully Tutti UK is going to watch this video because he normally knows the things that I don't know about and tells me about them. And what we've got here is a boxed CGL M5 home computer. I know nothing about this. All I know is that Ben was after one of these for ages and was massively excited when it arrived. So that's what the actual system looks like. And it's got, what's that? Is that bit open? I don't know, I don't want to mess around with it and break it. There we go. So it's got a cartridge slot in it as well, which I've got a tape with baseball Zach Bannock, got Snaky and Barrier Attack, and a cartridge for Basic 1. So if anyone knows anything about this system, please, 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 please give me a comment and educate me, because I really want to know more about this. Let's move on to the next little set of things. So we've got this crate, and in here we have Bart versus the Space Mutants, which I think I've got that on the Mega Drive already. The Bart Simpson keyring isn't in the box, unfortunately, but what we do have, if I can step far away enough for this, is the massive poster that came with it, which I love getting the extra little bits and bobs that came with games like this, because it makes it more like a little time capsule. So we've got one joystick, we've got two joysticks, we've got a quick shot, which that looks interesting. We've got joystick number 4 and another joystick. Then we've got a couple of Atari mice, which, yes, they're yellowed, but these have got so many years of us all playing together which you can't replace that. Oh, I've got a dust cover as well, and in here the rest of it is all cables for the various bits and bobs that I've already shown you. So now we'll move on to the box that has got the bulk of the games in it, which is this one. So before we go into games, we've got a copy of Supercade, a visual history of the video game age from 1971 to 1984. So basically video games before I was born. Then what we've got Populous, Trials of the Olympian Gods, and Demo Maniac. I've got no idea what that is. Runs all Amigas. So I've got Amiga stuff in here as well. Bloody hell. Then we've got the Atari Power Pack, 20 Super Software games, which includes Bomb Jack, Double Dragon, Afterburner, Space Harrier, Super Hang-On, Eliminator, Outrun, Black Lamp, R-Type, and Gauntlet 2. And they've all just fallen out. Then we've got Atari ST Basic Programming Language. And Nigel Mansell's Grand Prix for the Atari disc. Is that going to be like a CD disc in that case? No, it is just normal 3.5-inch floppy. Then Virus Killer. There are at least 20 types of virus at large for the Atari ST. Most people don't know about them until it's too late. This package will be able to detect and destroy them, leaving your software safe. A whole 20 viruses existed. Bloody hell. Then we've got Stoz Game Creator. You know, if I was to start teaching myself how to do stuff with this properly, I could build my own homebrew game. Could I? I mean, I've had an idea for making a game, but I have no talent and no ability of doing anything, so we'll see. Then we've got a Fruit Machine game. Question of Sport. What's in here? Just says desktop publisher on the front. So we've got master discs with fonts on them. Softline, the total software support service. So that's publishing tools, I think. Then Killdozers. That looks very familiar. It looks like something I've played on the Atari Mania game on the PS5. So it could be that actual game. Then we've got Batman. I think I showed you a few weeks ago the Batman game that I bought for the Commodore. So I now have it for the Atari as well. But in terms of Batman stuff, you can't beat the artwork. Just the very basic, simple Batman logo from the 1980s. Greg Norman's Ultimate Golf Shark Attack. I think I've said before, I'm not big on golf games, and can anyone tell me who Greg Norman is and what he achieved to have a game made with his name on it? We've got the computer game Genus edition of Trivial Pursuit. We've got Tackle World Class Soccer Football Simulation. Sure, that would be something that Retro Gamer Thomas would be interested in, because he likes playing his old football games. Then we've got another copy of Space Harrier. We've got World Class Leaderboard, another golf game. What's this? We've got a load of books about word processing and spell checkers and basic software for the Ataris. Got some loose discs in here. Let's have a look. What are these ones? We've got the Amiga demo disc for Mr. Blobby. Star Ray and Star Goose. Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. I think these might be the ones that belong in one of the big packs with the actual console. Starquake and Xenon. And Explorer Plus, ST Tour Tutorial, ST Desk Accessories, and Organizer Ranorama. Now, what are these? Got some cartridges here that say Commodore on them for the VIC. So that's Sargon 2 Chess and Radar Rat Race. Again, if you can tell me what these will play on, let me know, because I might even try and get hold of one. There. We've got the Ladybird book, How It Works, the Computer. That could be a fun little one to read when I go to bed tonight. Then Crucial Ballistics Gaming Memory 32GB kit. I'm guessing that's quite a bit more modern, given it's talking about being optimized for Intel and AMD. No idea. Then we've got TV Sports Football, an American football game, because everyone in the UK loves American football. Let's go. Board Genius. So Cluedo Master Detective, Scrabble Deluxe, and Risk, all in one box for the Atari ST. We've got Thunderblade, which I didn't even know this was on the Atari. And as you know, anything that's got the Sega logo on it, for me, that's a winner. And the last boxed one that I've got here is Michael Jackson Moonwalker, which the Moonwalker games, this looks very different to the Mega Drive one, actually. The soundtracks on these games are superb. So I need to sort myself out with some way of getting my sound out from my Atari. But in here, we've got the instructions with a lovely Michael Jackson Moonwalker poster as well, which is really, really lovely. And then the final thing I've got in here, I think this might... Oh, God. Ooh. We've got some loose discs in here with definitely completely legal copies of games. So that is what I've picked up from my road trip to Kent yesterday. Once again, thank you ever so much to Louise, Freddie and Frankie for letting me have these to add to the collection. It's massively appreciated. And also, thank you again to Uncle Ben. As I've said, I'll put a link to mine at the bottom. And thank you for watching this this kind of more sentimental video. I appreciate it, and I'll see you next time. Thank you very much.